Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kanda, Book number 3, Sarga 16, Roman numerals XVI 16, Winter. While there the high-souled hero spent his tranquil hours in sweet content, the glowing autumn passed, and then came winter so beloved of men. One morn to bathe at break of day, to the fair stream he took his way. Behind him, with the mighty dame, bearing a pitcher, Lakshman came. And as he went, the mighty man thus to his brother chief began: "The time is come, to thee more dear than all the months that mark the year. The gracious seasons, joy and pride, by which the rest are glorified. A robe of holy rhyme is spread o'er earth with gold and garlanded. The streams we loved no longer please, but near the fire we take our ease. Now pious men to God and shade offer young corn's fresh sprouted blade, and purge away their sins with fire bestowed in humble sacrifice. Rich stores of milk delight the swain, and hearts are cheered that longed for grain. Proud kings, whose breasts for conquest glow, lead bannered troops to smite the foe. Dark is the north, the lord of day, to Yama's south has turned away. And she, sad widow, shines no more, raft of the bridal mark she wore. Himalaya's hill, ordained of old, the treasure house of frost and cold. Scarce conscious of the feebler glow, is truly now the Lord of Snow. Warmed by noontide's genial rays, delightful are the glorious days. But how we shudder at the chill of evening shadows and the real. How weak the sun, how could the breeze, how white the rime on grass and trees. The leaves are sere, the woods have lost their blossoms, killed by nipping frost. 'Neath open skies we sleep no more, December's nights with rime are hoar. Their triple watch in length extends, with hours the shortened daylight lends. No more the moon's sun-borrowed rays are bright involved in misty haze, as when upon the mirror's sheen the breath's obscuring cloud is seen. And at the full the faint beams fail to struggle through the darksome veil. Changed like her hue, they went to grace the parts not yet from Sita's face. Cold is the western wind, but how its piercing chill is heightened now. blowing at early morning twice, a furious with its breath of ice. See how the dewy tears they weep, the barley, wheat, and woodland steep, where, as the sun goes up the sky, the curlew and the shadas cry. See where the rice plains scarce uphold their full ears tinged with paly gold, bending their ripe heads slowly down, fair as the date tree's flowery crown, though now the sun has mounted high, seeking the forehead of the sky. Such ob- such mist obscures his struggling beams. No bigger than the moon he seems. Though weak at first, though weak at first, his rays at length grow pleasant in their noonday strength. And where awhile they chance to fall, fling a faint splendor over all. See o'er the woods where grass is wet, with hoary drops that cling there yet, with soft light clothing earth and bough, there steals a tender glory now. Yon elephant how longs to drink, still standing on the river's brink, plucks back his trunk in shivering haste, from the cold wave he fain would taste. The very fall that haunt the mare stand doubtful on the bank, and fear to dip them in the wintry wave, as cowards dread to meet the brave. The frost of night, the rime of dawn, bind flowerless trees and glades of lawn. Benumbed in apathetic chill of icy chains they slumber still. You hear the hidden shadows cry from floods that wrapped in vapor lie, and frosty shining sands reveal where the unnoticed rivers still. The hoary rime of dewy night and suns that glow with tempered light lend fresh cool flavors to the reel that sparkles from the topmost hill. The cold has killed the lily's pride, leaf, filament, and flower have died. With chilling breath rude winds have blown, the withered stalk is left alone. At this gay time of noblest chief, the faithful Bharat, worn by grief, lives in the royal town where he spends weary hours for love of thee. From title's honor, kingly sway, from every joy he turns away. Couched on cold earth, his days are past, with scanty fare and hermit's fast. This moment, from his humble bed, he lifts perhaps his weary head, and girt by many a follower goes, to bathe where silver Saraju flows. How, when the frosty morn is dim, shall Saraju be a bath for him? Nursed with, nursed with all love and tender care, so delicate and young and fair, how bright his hue, his brilliant eye, with the broad lotus leaf may vie. By fortune stamped for happy fate, his graceful form is tall and straight. In duty skilled, his words are truth. He proudly rules each lust of youth. Through his strong arm smites down the foe. Though his strong arm smites down the foe, in gentle speech his accents flow. Yet every joy has he resigned, and cleaves to thee with heart and mind. Thus by the deeds that he has done, a name in heaven has Bharat won. For in his life he follows yet thy steps, O banished anchoret. Thus faithful Bharat, nobly wise, the proverb of the world belies. No man by mother's guidance led, the footsteps of their fathers tread. How could Kaikeyi, blessed to be spouse of the king our sire, and see a son like virtuous Bharat blot her glory with so foul a plot? Thus in fraternal love he spoke, and from his lips reproaches broke. But Rama grieved to hear him chide the absent mother, and replied, Cease, O beloved, cease to blame our royal father's second dame. Still speak of Bharat first in place of old Ikshwaku's princely race. My heart so firmly bent but now to dwell in woods and keep my vow, half melting as I hear thee speak of Bharat's love grows soft and weak. With tender joy I bring to mind his speeches ever sweet and kind, that dear as Amrit took the sense with most enchanting influence. Ah, when shall I, no more to part, meet Bharat of the mighty heart? When, O my brother, when shall we the good and brave Shatrughna see? Thus as he poured his fond lament, the son of Raghu onward went. They reached the river, and the three bathed them in fair Godavari. Libations of the stream they paid to every deity and shade. With hymns of praise, the sun on high, and sinless gods to glorify. Fresh from the purifying tide, resplendent Rama came, with Lakshman ever by his side, and the sweet Maithil dame. So Rudra shines by worlds adored, in glory undefiled, when Nandi stands beside his lord, and King Himalaya's child. Absolutely beautiful. Amazingly beautiful. Footnotes. 248.1. The south is supposed to be the residence of the departed. 248.2. The sun. 248.3. The night is divided into 3 watches of 4 hours each. Absolutely mind-blowing, beautiful description of the winter season. And even during the winter, where everything is chilly and cold, Rama Sita and Lakshman, they went to the stream, to the river, to the creek to take a bath. Even during the winter, they went to take a bath at Godavari, fair Godavari. And they would offer oblations and prayers to all the deities. So, this is Ramayana. Rama, God Himself, is teaching human society how to give proper respect to everybody, what to speak of higher demigods who are representatives of God. The demigods, they are the administrators of the universal affairs, of seasonal changes, of giving enough sunshine, giving enough rain, giving enough air, clean air, clean water, clean sunshine. Everything in profound supply. That's what demigods do. Bless, giving the grains, the harvest. So many beautiful descriptions of the winter season. And that's how God does things. He doesn't need anything. He just teaches everyone how to behave, how to elevate himself to the mode of goodness by practicing virtues, austerities, yoga, meditation, prayers, and how to become a true gentleman, a true lady. And in Kali Yuga, this is literally all gone. We are having a race of materialistic, godless, soulless, mindless consumers. That's the materialistic Kali Yuga civilization, satanic civilization, where cows and animals are slaughtered for profit, for food, and making people fat and stupid. And then everybody is on each other's throat because of all the bad karma created by this kind of exploitation of the God's energy and God's creation. Jai Shri Ramayana Ki Jai, Roma Victor, Victory to Rama, Eternal Rome, Eternal Ramayana. Hail Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Ciao.